This is your prime time forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Waite Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Happy wet Wednesday, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome, First Light Coffee. Jessica and all the fine folks at First Light Coffee in downtown Roanoke. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. at 908 Main Street in downtown Roanoke. Folks, let me tell you something now. So I was in Roanoke a couple of weeks ago for Fall on Main and was able to meet the folks who run First Light Coffee, and they were able to give me some samples of some of their whole beans. Now, you know, I'm a little bit of a coffee novice here. I have my own grinder. I even roast my own coffee beans from time to time. And I can't even come close to touching what these guys can do. Their coffee is absolutely on point. So you want to stop by and visit with the mighty friendly folks at First Light Coffee and enjoy that delicious early morning cup of coffee, 7 a.m. through 3 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday. Welcome, First Light Coffee, and thank you for being a partner with us here on Dr. Don's Weather. Let's support First Light Coffee so they can continue to support us, and we continue to support you. That's how this works. Also, the Salem Auction House, big auction coming up this Friday night. Got to tell you about this. So Kissin' 99.3 will be there Friday night. Also, they're going to have delicious food. They've got peanuts. And listen to this. They're giving away $500 in cash on Friday night. Doors open at 6 with bidding starting at 7 p.m. They got a full house, a lot of Christmas items. You want to be at Salem Auction House this Friday night down in Salem, Alabama. You know where they're located. This is formerly the 431 auction, 431 South auction. It is now located at 50 Lee County Road, 175, Salem, Alabama. Joy night. You got to go down there, and you might win $500 in cash. That'll come in awfully handy as we approach Christmas time. Also, Jamie Dukas can handle all of your insurance needs, whether it's personal or commercial, and he can save you money in the process. Scan the QR code, click the link at the top of the video, or call Jamie at 256-831-7770 to find out how much money Jamie Dukas can put back in your pocket. Go to our YouTube channel and click the subscribe button and the little bell so that when we go live to cover severe weather, you'll be guaranteed to get that push notification. Doesn't cost you a dime, and as we head towards severe weather season, that is very important. You will have to head down to the Mobile, Gulf Shores area, Panama City, or Apalachicola, maybe even Biloxi, Mississippi, if you want to hear some rumbles of thunder today. We should not see any of that across East Alabama or West Georgia, though it is going to be a wet day. We don't anticipate any severe weather issues across the region. On Thursday, again, no severe weather anticipated except maybe up in the extreme northwest. And the same thing out there on your Friday. Looking at the tropics this morning, beginning to see a little action out there. Still watching the Central Caribbean for the possibility of formation. And now we're watching the Atlantic coast. The Florida East Coast, Georgia, North and South Carolina area for about a 30 to 40% chance that we could get some formation out there. It would move on off to the northeast, so likely wouldn't be much of an effect on the southeastern United States either. Current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms in 5 Points, Alabama. It's a rainy start to your Wednesday morning, 49 degrees out there, cold rain. Wind out of the northeast at 6, gusting to 9. Humidity is at 89%. The barometric pressure, 30.30. 45-degree dew point. We've received almost a quarter of an inch of rain so far. High temperature yesterday was 67. Sunrise this morning at 6:10. Sun sets this evening at 4:41 p.m. So we are going to be mostly cloudy today and breezy from time to time with rain showers at least through about mid-afternoon. A high temperature will only do 56 today in Roanoke, 55 in Ashland, Lineville, Wedowee, 55 up in Ranburne. We'll make it to 55 down in Lafayette, and 57 will be the high in Valley, Alabama. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. 90% chance of rain today. Again, breezy from time to time, a cool rain all day long. Maybe beginning to lighten up a little bit by 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon, though we're going to hang on to a chance of rain even into the overnight hours at 60%. On Thursday, a 40% chance of light rain, 62. Friday, a 30% chance of showers, 67. 40% chance of rain on Friday night for high school football. And that's pretty much going to be the forecast both in Randolph County and all the way back into the Montgomery area. So all across East Alabama, Central Alabama, even West Georgia, you're looking at a 30 to 40% chance of rain Friday night, depending on where you're going to be. 67 the high on Friday. Look at that. This is unusual. Just in time for the weekend, will dry out and will be mostly sunny on Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the low to mid 60s, and rain will return to the forecast as we head toward your Monday. Let's take a look at your high school and college football forecast. This Friday night, South Lamar will be over on the West Bank in Wadley for round 2 of the Alabama High School Athletic Association playoffs. Randolph County on the road in the capital city of Montgomery taking on St. James. And the Handley Tigers will travel. They'll make the short travel down to Tuskegee, Alabama to take on Booker T. Washington. You're looking at a 30 to 40% chance of rain Friday night. Kickoff temperature between 62 and 64. That 62 would be over on the east side of the schedule, which would be the Tuskegee area, and that 64 would be down there in Montgomery. Also in the low 60s up in Wadley for the Wadley ball game as well. So college football on Saturday. Chattanooga will be in Tuscaloosa to take on the Tide. That'll be an 11 a.m. start on ESPN+. Going to be a gorgeous day in Tuscaloosa and Auburn for tailgating. It'll be mostly sunny Saturday with a kickoff temperature Saturday morning of 63 degrees in Tuscaloosa. New Mexico State at Auburn. That'll be a 3 p.m. start on the SEC network. Again, mostly sunny with a kickoff temperature of 67 degrees down on the plains. Taking a look at the Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar this morning, and you can see we are socked in with rain. Most of this is very light, and all of it is moving off to the east, northeast this morning in that general direction. And we will continue to see this through about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. The showers will continue to move through, and you can notice we have the back edge of the more concentrated rain back here through about Clanton, stretching on down to around Selma. But then back toward the Mississippi state line, we are beginning to see a few showers developing there as well, though not as concentrated as what we have across East Alabama. You'll notice back over here from Greensboro up to Winfield, we have a pocket of rain showers there. But I think just as soon as we can get this general area to move on off to the east, we'll start to see the rain slow down in coverage and intensity as it moves into East Alabama and West Georgia later on this afternoon. Don't forget to follow us over on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. All the ball games this weekend for high school football on Friday night can be listened to over on the iSchool Sports Network. All you have to do is go to iSchoolSportsNetwork.com, and you'll find links there to listen to your favorite team. Some of them will also have video on Friday night. You can check out their schedule, again, at iSchoolSportsNetwork.com. Don't forget to text the word ALERT to 256-540-8664. That's Hyper Reach, brought to you by Randolph County Commission. You'll receive important information from Randolph County Emergency Management. Hey, if you own a business and you'd like to be a partner with us here on Dr. Don's Weather, such as Mr. Mark Mitchell at Bama Diesel Repair, all you have to do is send me a message on Messenger, and I can have you started by the time we do our next weather forecast, which, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, will happen first thing tomorrow morning right here on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms, and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.